All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I screwed up the time there because I had to hastily redo this, man. Sorry about that, guys. For some reason, the link got broken on here. But anyway, welcome aboard. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. We got Hail Mary ruling the box office. We got the passing of a true American icon and a couple of others. And we got the Sweeney Spot as usual and our review of the latest episode of Monarch and a whole bunch more tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosfere, and as usual, I am joined by my crew of nerds or geeks, whatever you like to be called. I always call ourselves nerds because we were nerds back in high school. So we were nerds when it wasn't cool to be nerds. We got beat up for it. Well, you're bigger than I am, man. I'm sure nobody was beating you up, but I was 125 pounds soaking wet, man. Knock, how you doing? You're kind of silent down there. What's going on?
All good. No, all good here.
Knock had a busy day. He went and saw Project Hail Mary. I think you saw it last night, huh, John?
Yep.
And we'll be talking about that here in a minute. And he had to catch up on a couple of shows too, man. He had a lot of work to do today. But Daredevil's not going to be homework. I mean, John hasn't even seen the first season of it, right? Yeah. But anyway, it's good to see you guys. Let's see who's in the chat. Of course, I had to do this at the last minute. So anybody that tried to get in under the wire before everybody else, it got wiped out because I had to fix the link for the show. First one in tonight was Clay Thomas. 1 hour. What the hell? Yeah, I hit 6:30 instead of 5:30 like I should have. Screwed that up.
Fist me, bro.
Oh, no.
Fist my bump.
Not
Fist
fist
my
my
bump.
bump.
Fist
Not
my bump.
Not fist my bump. Oh, my God. Clay
Newest
Thomas
meme.
says, oh, go ahead. Not?
No, just the newest meme. That's all.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
newest meme, no doubt, man. We're gonna be using it, I'm sure. I'll have to get the fist my bump video cut up there here pretty soon. Let's see. Clay Thomas says, "Stop playing mind checkers with us, Joe." I hear you. Had the wrong time again. The hardest working wrench in the business is still here doing his job, even though I tried to screw him up bad. He's here. Yes, he is. And you know him. You love him.
Womack. Why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
It's good to see you, man. He's putting up all the links for everything. Read by Nature is here. He says, "Here we go." He spelled it right too. Here we go. That's exactly it, man. That's exactly it. I'll be glad to play that.
Yeah, there we go.
That's it. Here we go. That's it. But let's see who else. Is that everybody? Yeah, that appears to be everybody. And of course, Vince says like, share, and subscribe. And before we get started, I need to make this a habit. I want you guys to check out the JoesAtmosfere.com. If you want to get a commission done, I do pencil sketch portraits. You see all about that on the website. There's an email down at the bottom. And I've decided if you guys want me to turn you into a superhero, I'll do it with Procreate, and I'll send you a digital thing that you can use. Okay, so you guys, if you want a commission done, hit me up, man, on JoesAtmosfere.com. Also, if you want to see the behind the scenes stuff on the Privateer comic book, go check out my Subscribe Star page. It's got all the artwork. I actually have the first 2 comics plotted and the scripts in there. And a lot of the character breakdown that I did to begin with, just to use for references. They're on there, a bunch of artwork on there. And also you can check out the 0 issue of the Privateer, just 5 finished pages over on Amazon Kindle. So thanks for supporting. And those are different ways you can support the channel. Anyway, let's see. Anybody else come in? No, they're just having fun. Real Wade Nation is here. He says it's cold and windy in the future. He's over in London, England right now, I think. He's across the pond. And Real Wade Nation, of course, wants his videos. So let's go ahead and get those in there.
Yeah, there we go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
So there you go. Somebody told me that I need to do a reface of those 2 characters and make one of them. Well, it's kind of useless because one of them's got a mask on, but somebody told me I should put the heads of Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee on there. I'm like, nah. They've got enough stuff I can use. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's good to see you guys. Let me check out all the chats here. I want to make sure I got them all up so I can manipulate them and watch them and all that good stuff. We got a lot to talk about, man, dude. We've got a lot of pop culture news that's happened the last week. Let me tell you. Okay, so we're going to start like we always do with the pop culture update, boys and girls. So let's get to it.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
And of course, unless you've been living under a rock, you know what the biggest movie this weekend was. I mean, really, you'd have to be living under a rock. I'm pretty sure didn't I pull up? I guess I didn't. Damn. All right. Well, let me do it real quick. Sorry, guys. I thought I had already pulled up the numbers, but I guess I didn't. That's live TV for you. I got to screw it up at some point, somewhere along the way.
I mean, what are we even doing here? Like,
Right? What are we doing here? Joe's just fucking it all up with the dead air and everything. You know, I mean, why do we even give him the keys to a streaming service? You know what I'm saying?
So while you're doing that, one of the trailers I saw was Disclosure Day. Which I think
Yeah, dude, that's been all over the place. They've
interesting.
I think they're on 3 trailers now for that one. Yes, Steven Spielberg going back to one of his favorite subjects, man.
Yeah, I felt a little nostalgia.
Yeah,
that. So
absolutely.
Like, okay, I'm glad we're coming back a little bit.
Exactly. It looks like they're going back to more of the Close Encounters type, not the ET type, right? This looks a little more serious. But it's got, dude, the cast looks good to me. Got Emily Blunt. What's that English guy's name that's in it? Colin Firth. I love that guy. He is really, really good. Anything Steven Spielberg and Aliens, I am totally down. I am down for that. Okay, let's see what we got here. With the numbers, you know what the number 1 movie is out there right now. I went and saw it Sunday, and let me tell you, this is the first movie in a long time I want to go see again. I want to get an IMAX ticket and go see this in IMAX. I saw it in a regular theater the first time, but I want to go see this at that. We've got a nice dome one here in town at Cyport, and I want to go see it down there. If it's showing, I'm going to go. Project Hail Mary made 80 million. Made 12 million on the early shows on Thursday. I mean, yeah, everybody's been itching to see this one, and altogether, I think worldwide it made 141 million this weekend. So, yeah, it has got a good start, and I think this one's going to have legs. I think the word of mouth alone is going to have people to go in to see it. Then Hoppers was in second with 17 million. That one looks like it's doing well. It only had a 37% drop off, which is pretty good after 1 week. It's already at 120 million domestically. Then you've got Durandahar, the Revenge. I think that's an Indian movie. I've heard good things about it. I haven't seen the first one though. I don't watch too many foreign films because I have to read subtitles, and if Joe has kryptonite, it's reading fast. I can read just fine. I just can't read fast, you know. Ready or Not 2, I guess it's a horror movie or dark comedy, depending on how you look at it. Here I Come comes in with 9, and number 5 is Reminders of Him with a 55% drop off after its first week, and it is in with 8 million. So, real quick, let's give our thoughts on Hail Mary. We've all seen it. I don't know. Should we put up a spoiler thing, or
yeah?
Do you want to talk spoilers? Okay,
I do.
All right, so guys, we're going to talk spoilers on Project Hail Mary. Let me go ahead and put this up here. I got to change it because it's set up for Monarch. Hang on. Let's see. Project Hail Mary. When you see the trailer go away that says Project Hail Mary spoilers will be done. Okay. So there it is right there. And we'll put it up here. Let's see. Show. There we go. Okay. When you see that go away, then we'll be back. And I'll put up when you see the next article come up, we'll be done with that. Okay. So, Project Hail Mary. What a great fucking movie. I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was 2.5 hours long, and it didn't even seem like it was that long. It really didn't. I wanted it to keep going. Great stuff, man. Great stuff.
It helped that I didn't get the Gutbuster 3000 this time, so I only had a small drink, the little kid drink. I didn't want to get much while I was there. I wanted to eat afterwards, so right. I got the kids package, really, the box with the little fruit snack and the little bit of popcorn and a small drink. So luckily, I didn't have to run to the bathroom during this.
Yeah,
or at all.
Well, I tell you, man. For it being such a nihilistic subject matter, you know, we're all going to die, right? And Project Hail Mary is our last hope, right? To save the planet. What a hopeful ending. I mean, it's about time we got a fucking movie like this where it's not, you know, he dies in space or some shit, you know? I mean, it was very, I love the ending. I thought the ending was cool.
You don't know.
Yeah,
Shit can happen on the way back. You don't know. He's not home yet. He's not home yet.
Right.
Their whole planet we could go to war. We don't know. The author hasn't written it yet.
That's true. And I think there is talk of a sequel to it, but I don't.
What I saw,
they need to do that.
Obviously, I looked some things up afterwards. I mean, that book was only what 5 years old. That's pretty. He had to know somebody to get a movie that fucking fast. I don't know.
No, because he wrote The Martian, so he was already in.
Oh, I didn't know that. Makes perfect sense.
Yep. Well, I got to show you guys something.
I still haven't seen that, by the way.
Well, actually, no. I'm going to wait until after we're done with spoilers because I want everybody to see this thing that I found on X. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Ryan Gosling produced the movie as well, and he read the manuscript before it was published and got the movie rights to it. Okay. That's how long he's had the rights to it. Because the book came out, 21? John? I think you've read it, haven't
21,
you?
21,
yeah. And he read the manuscript and got the rights to it. So, but dude, the stuff they do in this movie is fantastic. You can tell they spent a lot of money in this movie. The budget, I think, was reported as $200 million. Spent a lot of money on it, but practical effects as much as they could do, man. That was a puppet we were looking at. I mean, there's some CGI additions like him, pushing through the glass a little bit there, on his little shell and stuff. But most of it is puppeteering that you're seeing on that thing. And wow, man. I mean, just amazing. I love practical effects above anything else. And I think they did a fantastic job. Like I said, I want to see this in IMAX big time. But as far as the story goes, man, I know you're not partial to flashbacks, Knock, but I think they were effective in this movie, especially where they show you late in the movie that he really didn't want to go at all. I mean, they had to friggin' capture him and put him in the damn spacecraft. You know what I mean?
Well, this was a different type of flashback. This was flashback to get storyline, not flashbacks that held back the story because it wasn't told yet.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing.
It was very cool, man. I loved it. I love the pacing of it. It's a little slow at the beginning, but that's to be expected because you couldn't tell it from the trailer, but apparently he had amnesia. He didn't even know why he was there when he woke up, so him.
Yeah, that's why the flashback, because the flashbacks was him remembering.
Right.
That's why.
That's what I was kind of wondering. I was like, was he, as he was doing these was he remembering this stuff? So it wasn't until it was very convenient that his last flashback was him remembering how he got on the ship. But he did. But that doesn't make sense to me because he didn't acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm a little iffy on that being the reason why he's getting, at least in the movie, why he's getting flashbacks is him remembering it at the time of whatever he's doing.
Right.
So.
But man,
well, it makes sense he would mention it because he's fine with it now. He's over it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was effective to me.
I feel like he'd be a little like not even in the messaging, like he wasn't pissed off. Hey, you guys fucking drugged me, and I would have said something in the recording. That he knows what you did, but he's glad to be there now. But I think he should have shown a little emotion about the fact that when he remembered, like he didn't want to go.
Yeah.
So
well, they went through so much though, man. That the scene that fucking cracked me up the most is where he's sitting there trying to record the log, and fucking homeboy can hear him, and he's talking back to him while he's recording.
He's like,
log. He said, "Privacy's at a premium now." He can hear that. Can you hear this? And yes, I can.
Hi, Grace's friend.
Yeah, right. But I thought that, dude, I loved the science of it. I loved how they explained how they ended up talking to each other. And of course, every scientist is going to use math, right, to try and start some kind of a back and forth with somebody that they don't know the language and everything. I just thought it was really cool, man. And it made it really effective later on when they ran into some serious fucking problems, Rocky busting through a shell to save him was just something else, man. That was wild. I just thought it was a great movie, man. I really did. I love the hopeful aspect of it. Most of these dire, nihilistic things that they just have, just, bummer endings and, shit like that. And this one doesn't. I mean, that thing with him teaching them, is just, that was cool. I thought that final scene was really cool, how he's teaching them and everything. Let me think about that. He was telling them the scientists are working on the rocket to send you home. And he's like, let me think about that. Can I think about it? You didn't know why until you saw him. He was back teaching, very cool, man. Very cool. John, what you read the book. I want to get your perspective on, do you think they did the book justice? And I've heard the book is better than the movie, even though people love the movie. I've heard that. So
yeah, there's things that they changed, but there's things they had to change because the way you can't. Some stuff wouldn't translate well from book to screen.
Right.
Like the Me Burger.
The Me Burger.
What is that, John? What's the Me Burger?
I'm not going into it.
I read about it after. That's in the book. They chose not to do in the movie.
Okay.
Good thing they chose not to do it.
Yikes. Yikes.
So basically, it's nothing big, Joe. It's basically at the end, in order for him to be sustained, they cloned his muscle tissue and he ate that. And that's the Me Burger.
That's how he was surviving on that planet.
That's how he was surviving. They chose to withhold that from the movie.
Wow.
It's one thing I happened to read afterwards, just to like get a little bit of back info. But I thought that was kind of funny. The Me Burger.
But yeah, any more thoughts on the movie, John?
Well, this just proves if you make it, they will come.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And I've got a clip here to show you that says that very thing. Knock, what did you think of it? You're a big sci-fi fan. I know you are. I've been friends with you for years and you love that stuff. You dug this movie.
And I'm not the biggest fan of the full space movies, so to speak. They're
hard
fine.
Sci-fi.
But this is, I mean, the whole, going through space thing can get a little dry, a little boring.
I hear the book has a lot more science in it. And
it does.
They kind of glaze over some of it. But
sure. But how they did this movie was freaking awesome. I enjoyed. I liked the beginning of it where he was, where he kind of explained what was going on to the kids, and the kids start freaking out. We're gonna die.
What?
They have some really cool moments in it with there's not a lot of stories that I get so wrapped in. And the one that comes to mind right away, it's one of those things where I don't want it to end.
Yeah.
And it sucks when it does. And one of the things that it reminds me of is the first Last of Us game.
Right.
I spread that game out between several weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a very big game.
No,
it's not. It's like
not long.
10 to 12 games.
If you're going sluggish, it might take you 12 hours to finish. Maybe.
Well, not even sluggish. It's like you're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So. And so that was one of those things where I knew as I was experiencing it, I knew I had to enjoy it while I was experiencing it for the first time. And I didn't want it to end. Mm-hmm. So I stretched that one out as long as I could. Obviously I can't do that with a movie in the theater, but, I enjoyed all the small parts they had between him and Rocky. I like that he showed in the movies. I like that. I like the karaoke scene.
Yeah, the karaoke scene. Now I heard Tom Connors was saying they could have cut that down. I was like, no, that was a very effective scene, man.
No, and it was cool because there was a lot of questions I had that they answered with that. Like, okay, why was there only 3 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, so why are they training all these other people? That's kind of weird. There was a whole team.
Yep.
And then you come to find out later they all blew up. And so I was like, oh, okay, so that's why there's only 3 of them now. And throughout this whole thing, I'm like, okay, as we go along, he's still like expecting not to go. Yeah. So it just made so much sense in the end that they were like,
they drug his ass.
They drugged his ass and made him go on the ship. So that was
very interesting.
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting too. And then the one thing that I missed because sometimes they talk too fast or talk too low. I don't have the best hearing, so I missed some of it as to why he had to go after Rocky, and so I had to read up afterwards of why, because I didn't really understand that the container that they used was part of Rocky's ship, I guess, and the bacteria that they were going to use escaped.
Right. Yeah.
And since Rocky's ship was all of that, they were probably going to break out of his too. So he had to just that one kind of confused. I was like, I'm gonna have to read about that afterwards. So I did, and I found it right away. But I was like, okay, I didn't understand during the movie why he had to go after.
I got it. I mean, I thought they explained it good, but
no, I missed it. That's what I'm saying. Like when he was talking about it, and because he made a recording of it, he's like, the thing is, now I have to go after either Rocky or go home.
Yeah, I've got this choice. Yeah,
I understood the choice. I just didn't understand. During it, I didn't understand why he had to go one way or the other. And it was the containment system because that's what his ship was made of,
and it was made out of his stuff. Yeah.
So they were gonna break unless he did something. So
and that is why he didn't say something in the recordings, because he had grown so much beyond what he was on Earth.
Yeah, he was blowing off I got that too. He was blowing off the fact that he didn't want to go to begin with. He was fully committed at that point.
I would like to. Can we just nominate Carl as MVP?
Carl?
Yeah, the bodyguard.
That's right. Yeah. That's one of the best parts of the trailer, I thought. But boy, when you find out that he was in cuffs when he was telling him that, because you don't get that in the trailer. You just see him saying, "We know who you are. You're going to do fine," right? Yeah, he was great. That whole thing with him and what did they figure out? I can't remember what they figured out.
They figured out how it moves.
Right. That's right. They built
that.
They
box.
made Carl the parent, right, of this thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Carl is like he's like.
I have to acknowledge Vince. He put 4 in there when you were talking about Last of Us, bro. 4.
Yeah,
oh my
like,
God!
I was talking about the first one, but okay.
Yeah, I know. I know what you were talking about, but anytime you bring up Last of Us, Vince is going to bring up the golf club. We got to acknowledge our good man. Well, his name on the screen is Fuck Headquarters 2005, but that's not really his name. It really is. You know what his name is.
There are some who call me Tim.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, Tim, I'm doing them in order. Look at this. These guys got to do it every time they come in here, don't they?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they have the LFG and the here we go. Okay. So
Carl,
go ahead.
Carl is the reason why Grace figured out what was going on in the first place.
Yes.
Because he was stumped, and then Carl just, well, what about this? I didn't think about that.
Sometimes it takes somebody else's eyes. You can do something over and over again and think, oh, what am I doing wrong? And then I ran into that with a video game the other night. I was playing Star Trek Online, and I couldn't figure out where this last person was. And the guy that's the leader of my fleet was watching the broadcast, came in there in a voice chat and told me how to fix it. You know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes you need somebody else's eyes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's very cool, man. Very cool.
I don't mind. Sorry, I don't mind product placement when it adds to everything. And them having Skittles, was one of the best product placements.
They were all munching them too.
They're all good. They started with one bag, and then it turned into like a whole bunch of them.
Right, they were throwing all kinds of stuff in that basket, man. But yeah, I got to tell you, I'm going to see it again. I want to go see it in IMAX, and that's the only way I'm going to see it again. But definitely going to buy it when it comes out. That dude, we haven't seen a movie like this in a while, fellas. Really haven't. Something that ended so hopefully, and when it comes to this end of the world kind of stuff, usually it's a dark ending, that kind of thing. Not many hopeful endings, but this one had one. It was great. I loved how they did it. You know what I mean? I thought it was pretty damn awesome. Really did. Any final thoughts on the movie, John, before we turn the spoilers off?
It is probably Well, it's probably going to be best movie of the year. I don't see anything on the horizon that's going to get close to it.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff coming out, but
Rocky is greater than Grogu.
Yes, Rocky is greater than Grogu. Absolutely. Absolutely. Would you agree there, Noxter?
Apples, oranges.
Yeah,
you guys don't like
if it's Star
Grogu
Wars,
because you're older.
No.
I mean, just call it what it is. Grogu does not accentuate himself with the older audience. He's not for you guys.
No, he's not for us.
Rocky is for science fiction folks.
Yes.
And Grogu's for kids. It's no two ways about it. So
I love the scene about how he ate.
I'm not going to say one's better than the other because that's pure subjective.
Yeah, it's true.
Depending
Plus, one of them talks and the other one doesn't. So
yeah. I think eventually they got to get Grogu to talk. They can talk. We just don't know how long it takes until they talk.
Right.
He's 50 years old. Come on.
Yeah.
And they live to be 800. So I mean,
900 you reach.
Okay, I'm turning off the spoilers.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what the equivalent of that be.
Who just joined? Oh, Jason. What's going on, Jason? How are you?
Hello, everybody.
It's good to see you, man. How's my good friend from the Netherlands? What's up?
Can you guys hear me?
Hear you just fine, bro. Hear you just fine.
That's good. How are you guys?
Did you get to see the movie, man?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, well, hang on. Let me put the spoilers
Turn it back on. Turn it back on.
Let me turn it back on. Sorry, guys. We had somebody new come in. We got to get his opinion with spoilers. So hang on. There we go. When Jason's done, we'll turn it back off. Go ahead, man. What'd you think?
Yeah, no, I love the movie. I gave it a 9 out of 10. And the funny thing, is because my wife, her name is Mary Grace. So the funny thing,
that's
again.
why you a point. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So what we had so fun with is that, because, the ship is called Mary and, the main character has Grace in his name. So
his last name.
we thought, and we thought that was fantastically fun, a lot of fun. And it was a really unique movie. I know there's like a book or something.
Yes. Andy Weir. It's the same guy that wrote The Martian. Yeah.
And I don't know so much about the book, but yeah, I'm not gonna go into all details and stuff. But I just want to say I love the movie. It's a movie that me and my wife are gonna watch again, and I highly recommend it. And how they produced the whole movie as a filmmaker myself was just incredible.
Wasn't it great?
Incredible.
Yes.
It was magical, and it is a movie you have to go to cinema to watch. It is a hardcore cinema movie, IMAX, and no, just fantastic. And we went to the premiere, so it was like a big event, a fun event that we went to. So we got like free popcorn. They had some games before.
Did I see that? Yeah, I saw the video you put up. Did you?
Yeah.
Did I see you guys got the popcorn bucket with him up in the air?
Yes.
Did I see that? Yeah.
Yeah. We always get popcorn buckets if they have any.
Very cool, man.
Fantastically done. But I've seen it has been such a split split reviews on it from both sides of the people like us and the woke people. So it's been a really split reviews on it. That I saw somebody talking about that this movie, and this is from our community, I'm not going to say names and stuff, but I saw someone calling this movie such a homosexual woke movie between a man and an alien.
That's just somebody just trying to stir some shit, man.
Yes.
Come on.
That's clear. That's clearly clickbait.
And I saw that all the complaint, and later he found out he's not watched the movie.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
that's what they do. They troll.
And some woke people said it was not like quote unquote woke enough. So
whatever.
Really
All I know is they told a great fucking story, man. That was awesome. I loved it. Keely Chow says,
Same
"Hey
here.
everybody, good morning from Hong Kong. It's good to see you, my brother."
This is what's cool. Lord and Miller was fired off of Star Wars.
Solo.
Yeah, off of Solo. Yeah.
Because they weren't sure they could tell a sci-fi story.
Yeah.
Lucasfilm wasn't.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And look how good this movie was.
Look how good the movie is.
And there's another book by Andy Weir that Lord Miller said during press of doing press for Project Hail Mary. It's called Artemis. They're going to do that one too.
Wow.
They want to direct that one too. So
that's cool, man. That's cool. Any other thoughts, Jason, before we get out of here, man?
No, just, I love the movie. Fantastically done, fantastically told story. Made me want to read the book. So it's absolutely a book that I will.
What was cool was when I saw it, they actually had an ad. I don't know about you guys when you saw it, but they had an ad for the audiobook. They had the guy that was reading the audiobook up there talking about the audiobook. If you enjoyed the movie, you can get a lot more out of it if you read the book, and they had an ad for the audiobook.
No, they kept giving me the first look and look at this and more scenes, exclusive scenes from this movie. Like, guys, I'm fucking here to see the movie. Stop showing me shit. Why are you showing me more stuff?
Stop showing me shit about the movie.
I don't want to see more. There's nothing worse than seeing too much in a trailer.
Yeah, right.
And
okay,
otherwise.
Fellas, I'm going to turn this
go watch the movie to everybody out there.
Off, and I do want to share this with you guys. I pulled it up.
I can't believe he died at the end.
Right.
Everybody died.
Everyone dies. The sun gets consumed.
Project Hail Mary. They don't always work, right?
Right? They don't always work. This one didn't work with a shit.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I got to share this with you. I found it on X, and this is now. I was talking to John about this a minute ago. Let's see. Do I have it? Yes. Okay. This is Ryan Gosling. He showed up at an IMAX showing of this in New York. Okay.
Oh.
And you've got to hear what he said, because you are going to love what he said, guys. I mean, I wasn't a fan of this guy because he used to make rom-coms and shit, The Notebook, and all that crap.
And he was Hercules at one point.
And I didn't think, I didn't think much of him. But when he made the movie Drive, I said, okay, this guy can be a tough guy, right? And then I saw The Fall Guy a couple of years ago. Loved that.
Yeah.
And now this one. And wait until you hear what he told this crowd, man. It is something else. Let's see. Let me go ahead and play this for you. You guys let me know if you can hear it. You hear it all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We hear it fine.
What's going on?
What's up, New York? Hey, I don't need to surprise you, so surprise. This is an early show on the Thursday, so you guys, what's up?
No, wait, so I get extra credit for having the bucket.
You got the bucket. I haven't seen the bucket yet. What's your name, Prince?
Gadget Trish.
Gadget?
Yeah, got my YouTube channel.
Oh my God, you gotta hit that up. 6 years ago, I got the manuscript. The most ambitious thing I'll ever make. It seemed impossible. It was too good not to give it a shot. 6 years later, we did it. Here we are. We're all back in theaters. It's not your job to keep them open. It's our job to make things that make it worth you coming out. So you're about to go to another galaxy, make an alien best friend, and save the stars. This movie's for you. Enjoy the trip.
He did the Tom Cruise thing, man.
That was nice.
Hang on 1 second. We got to see this one more time because it needs to be said. You know what I mean? Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, there it is right there. Let me play this again. You listening, Hollywood?
6 years later, we did it. Here we are. We're all back in theaters. It's not your job to keep them open. It's our job to make things that make it worth you coming out. So
exactly.
That's it. That's
exactly.
Yeah. That when I heard that, I was like, dude, every time I see more stuff about Ryan Gosling, I like the guy even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. It is like my wife. She loves Ryan Gosling since the Hercules times. Yeah. It's her favorite actors. I will say this: Ryan Gosling, stay away from my wife.
Yeah, right. Come on now. Come on. But yeah, that's something that Hollywood needs to learn, man. If you want us back in the theaters, make something worth a shit for us to go see, and we will definitely show up, man. I've been once, and if I haven't even checked to see if we have this, I don't know if I've told you this or not, Jason, but we have this really nice Dome IMAX theater here in town at a place called Cypher.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And I want to go see it in that. I want to go see it.
Oh, that's understandable.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's move on to some other things here.
I hope when you go, there's one panel that's not working.
Stop it. Don't speak that shit into existence. Damn it, son. What are you, crazy? But anyway, yeah, great movie, guys. Highly recommend Project Hail Mary. But anyway, okay, we had the death of an icon this week, guys. It's kind of late. It's kind of late in the week, but you know, he died on last Thursday. That's we actually found out Wednesday he had a medical emergency, if I remember correctly, and he had gone to the hospital and he died the next morning. I've been on 2 tribute shows for this guy already. Chuck Norris passed away. He's dead at the age of 86. I want to ask the youngest guy on the panel, Knock, have you ever watched any Chuck Norris movies? Do you enjoy that guy?
Not really. I think the only thing I really watched of his was Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, see, I figured I'd hear that from you because he's
yeah, Texas Ranger is nice.
Definitely that's how a lot of people your age got exposed to him. We of course, children of the 80s, lived at the video store, and this guy made bank coming out of Blockbuster, man. Everybody was renting movies with Chuck Norris in it, but I was never a big fan of his. You know what I mean? Never a big fan because let's face it, he's not an actor. He's Chuck Norris and everything he does. You know what I mean?
He's just Chuck. That's the thing.
But I was always a fan of the martial arts, and I want to share this with you guys. I shared it on That 70s Rock Fans show the other day, but I definitely want to share this with you guys. It is a little thing where he's addressing a Comic-Con, and he's about to put on a demonstration, but he does a little blurb beforehand. And you guys know my favorite martial artist ever was Bruce Lee, and he tells a story. He tells a story about hanging out with Bruce that is just amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but I
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he actually talks about how Bruce died, so you can put all that bullshit to bed about the Chinese mob and all this other crap. Here you go. This is Chuck Norris talking about hanging out and working out with Bruce Lee. Check it out.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, it's really a pleasure being here at the Comic-Con today, and I'm glad you enjoyed the movie. Bruce, who I've known for about 10 years now, in fact, first time I met Bruce was in New York City. About 9 years ago, when I was fighting. In fact, I was fighting for the world title, and that's when Bruce was doing the Green Hornet series, and he came back there as a celebrity guest. And after I won the title, the promoter introduced me to Bruce, and so we started talking about our philosophies in the martial arts and so forth. And anyway, we were both staying at the same hotel, the Americana in New York, and we started walking over to the hotel. As we got going up the elevator, I remember Bruce was staying on the 7th floor, and I was on the 9th. As we got to his floor, we were really getting pretty involved into our conversation. So instead of me going up, I stepped out in the hallway with him, and it's like 11:30 at night, and we started working out in the hallway. And next time I looked at my watch, it was 7 o'clock the next morning, and it was amazing because the guy he had so much knowledge and, as you know, on the screen ability, that it seemed like an hour had gone by as far as us working out and exchanging ideas. So he said, well, when we get back to Los Angeles, why don't we start working out together, which we did. When I got back, we started training together, and then the series was canceled, and he went to Hong Kong to pursue a movie career. When he went to Hong Kong, his first movie, the biggest grossing movie in Asia, before Bruce went over there, was The Sound of Music. It had grossed $2.4 million, which again was the biggest movie ever grossed in the Orient. Bruce did the first movie called The Big Boss, which over here was The Fist of Fury, and that one grossed $3.2 million, which is 800,000 more than The Sound of Music. Yep. Then he did The Fist of Fury, which over here was called The Chinese Connection, and that one grossed $4.3 million. And then he called me up and he said he'd like to do a movie with a real good fight scene in the movie. I said, well, the only way we can have a fight scene is if I get to hit you once in a while. And he said, well, yeah, naturally, we'd make it a back and forth type fight. So anyway, That fight scene that you saw took us 5 days to do, and in Asia alone, the movie grossed over $11 million. It's the biggest grossing movie in the history of Asia, and they don't think anything will surpass it for a long time. Then Bruce naturally did Enter the Dragon, which was his last movie, and it was probably the biggest grossing movie as far as martial art movies go. But Bruce was 32 years old. Let me explain something about his death too, because there's, I guess, so many rumors that are going about how he passed away and so forth, about touch of death and drugs and so forth. And so I'd like to clarify that before we go on with the demonstration. Is Bruce in 1968? He's pretty heavy in the weightlifting, as you could tell. He was very well built. And he was lifting weights one night with Kareem Jabbar, who was a student of his when he was in Los Angeles, playing at UCLA. And he tried to lift too heavy weights, and he ruptured the disc in his back, and he was laid up in the hospital for 3 weeks. In fact, the doctor said that they didn't know if he'd be able to walk again or not. But of course, with a person like Bruce, who's got the drive and determination to achieve anything in life, he was up in about a month, and within 3 months, he was as strong as he ever was. But he had constant back pains from that day on, and he was having to take medication to keep the muscles in the back loose and relaxed. So what happened is that when he was in Hong Kong preparing for his next movie, he was working with a girl named Betty, and who was going to co-star with him, and he got a severe headache. So Betty gave him some antibiotics for the headache, and with the medication he had taken for his back and the medication he had taken for his headache, they reacted to each other and made his brain swell up, and it created an aneurysm or ruptured blood cells in his brain, and that's actually what happened. So if anyone asks you what happened, you can tell them the true story.
Yeah. Look,
yeah.
He and Bruce were best of friends. Every day Bruce was around, and they had mutual respect. I saw another interview with him on a late night talk show where actually they taught each other stuff. I mean, Bruce's whole mantra was "you kick from the waist down," and he's trying to tell him, "Hey, you can hit somebody in the head with your foot, man." And he taught him how to do high kicks and stuff. So, and you saw it in the movies later on. Just great stuff, man. A class act. I know, Jason, you're a martial arts enthusiast. And I know you're a big Bruce fan, but what did you think of Chuck? I mean,
No, he's not the most best actor I've ever seen, but I still, I watched his movies, and it's all because, of Bruce Lee, because when I watched him in The Way of the Dragon, and, my dad was a fan, and then, he found some, VHRs and everything, and I started watching a lot more of Chuck Norris. I love the martial arts, and, he became a fantastic meme, and
yeah, oh my God. Yeah, and the
so
memes
fantastic.
will live on. Let me tell you something, guys. Most of the time when we lose one of our heroes, we're all sad, and you see these sad, tearful emojis and stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't get any of that. It was everybody leaning into the meme. They were celebrating this guy because we all knew what a class act this guy was. He never said anything bad about anybody. And you know what? Nobody said anything bad about him. He was just a great guy. And
he was
from all accounts, growing up in Oklahoma, he had a bully that actually drove him towards the martial arts because he was tired of getting beat on by the guy. And it actually gave him the confidence to get into acting and stuff like that. You saw there at Bruce's funeral, Steve McQueen and Robert Culp were at the head of the casket. These are the guys that got Chuck into doing movies, through the friendship with Bruce Lee. So yeah, it's a small world in that place. And let me tell you, we lost a true American icon. We really did. John, are you a fan of the Chuckster?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite Chuck Norris movie? Mine's Good Guys Wear Black, one of the first ones he did. And it was more of a martial arts flick. You know what I mean? I love that one.
I'm sorry. I got to go with the motorcycle with the rockets. I just got to.
Is that Invasion USA?
Or Delta Force.
Delta Force, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I knew he did some crazy shit in Invasion USA too.
Yeah.
For me, it is the Octagon, because that was one of the first movies I watched. So I have a good memory
early
with
one
Octagon.
too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. And of course, Knock knows him from Walker, Texas Ranger. But man, that guy. Look, the memes will live on. Everybody's saying like,
and
yes,
the winning vote in Dodgeball to give him a second chance.
There you go.
Most
Yeah.
important
There
vote
we
He
go.
did have a bunch of cameos. Yeah. Matter of fact, I saw that GIF the other day with him going like that, you know.
Yeah,
Well-
and then I also remember when he was in Expendables 2, and he also did one
Right.
of his memes on him, you know, about
Yeah.
the snake.
Yep. But his favorite film, if you guys are wondering, his favorite film he ever did was Lone Wolf McQuade. And we had covered that
yeah.
on Pop Culture Minefield the other day. And it was kind of funny. Look, we showed the interview, and you guys can go look at it over there. David Carradine knew just enough to get himself fucked up. I mean, you know, he wasn't the greatest martial artist in the world, and he was hurting stuntmen and all kinds of shit. And
Yeah.
Chuck saw this and knew that he was going to get popped, but he told him, he said, "Man, you can hit me in the body all you want, but if you hit me in the face, there's going to be a problem." You know, but the way he
Yeah.
said it in the interview, he didn't throw the guy under the bus. He just said, "Look, he knows the techniques, but he doesn't know the control." That's how he put it. You know,
Yeah.
he didn't know how to pull his punches. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's a nice way of, you know, not
Yeah.
throwing somebody under the bus. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? So
exactly.
he's a class
Well,
act.
In World of Warcraft,
Mm-hmm.
in the Barons, they've got this thing called Barons Chat.
Mhm.
And Chuck Norris jokes was a big part of it.
Really?
Yep,
Wow,
yep,
man.
yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I tell you, man, he will be missed. Chuck Norris dead at the age of 86. Okay. And I have a bigger piece on him, but it's been done to death. I know it's late in
Yeah.
the week, but anyway, we got another story here. We lost another one. Hang on a second. Let me reduce this until I find it, because I know I got that article in here. Hang on a second. Let me find it.
Professional,
Original.
everybody.
Yeah.
Our,
Yeah.
our Miss
Where-
Tessmacher died.
Where did it go? Yeah, that I had this up already. I don't know what the hell happened. That's all right though. I know where my where I keep all my articles at, so I'll be able to find that really
That's
really
good.
fast. Here it is, right here.
I keep all my articles on Google. It's easy.
Yeah, well, dude, I had it up here. I must have closed it by accident. Anyway, Superman star Valerie Perrine.
Oh,
I hate
yeah.
this right here, because half of the time USA Today puts videos up that has nothing to do with the story.
Yeah,
Valerie Perrine dies at 82 after Parkinson's battle. She, of course, is best known for being Miss Tessmacher in Superman. Lex
Yeah.
Luthor's girlfriend, who messes it up for him and saves Superman at one point in the first one. She actually breaks Lex and Otis out of jail in the second one. So, but yeah, she passed away this week. Gorgeous girl. But she had been battling Parkinson's, and finally succumbed to it at the age of 82. So I know you guys saw the Superman movies, I'm sure. Knock,
Yeah.
did you ever watch those? The Christopher Reeves version of Superman?
Not yet.
You haven't watched those yet? Yeah. She's very pretty. She's easy on the eyes. But she's the prototypical dumb blonde in it. That's what she is. But you know, hey, she did a great job in the part. And yeah, all us geeks are always going to have a soft spot for Miss Tessmacher. Matter of fact, there's a wrestler that wrestles in TNA wrestling, Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call it. It's gone by a couple of names, but she calls herself Miss Tessmacher, and she's a gorgeous girl too. But she's brown haired. She's not blonde. But anyway, yeah, she died at 82 years old. Okay, this next story, I want to see how you guys feel about this. We got some crazy AI stories coming out. We got this one. Val Kilmer is going to be resurrected by AI to star in As Deep as the Grave.
Star and star, you know, it's an AI who stars,
Yeah.
not him, but
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and here's the argument for it. Okay. 5 years prior to his death, Val Kilmer was cast as Father Fenton, a Catholic priest and Native American spiritualist in As Deep as the Grave. But Kilmer, who was battling throat cancer, was too sick to ever make it to set. He was the actor I wanted to play this role, says the film's writer, director, Voorhees, excuse me. It was very much designed around him. So that's his argument for going ahead and making an AI version of Val. Do you think people are going to go see this? Even
I think this is the proper use of AI.
Yeah.
Being able to bring back icons that have passed
Mm-hmm.
and have them in new movies.
Okay. What do you think, Jason?
I'm a bit split on the thought, and I'm not the biggest fan of using AI people here and there in movies. It's not what I'm really for. But it also, again, it depends. If the family said it was okay, of course, then
Which
it's a
they
little
did in this case. Yes, the daughter said
Yeah.
it was just fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
the
if
thing
it's
is,
okay for them, then it's a little bit better. Then it's like it's okay, all right, then I can understand it.
yeah,
Yep.
and the estate gets paid.
Yeah, they do. They do. Knock, what do you think?
Well, I, being a Star Wars fan, will always want to see more Grand Admiral Tarkin,
Yeah, right.
which is what they've done.
They have done that. Yes, they did.
So
Not very
to
well, but they
to
did.
John's point, I think those are the proper uses of it.
Mhm.
I obviously don't want to see it everywhere, but where it makes sense, yes,
Yeah.
I don't mind it at all.
Mhm.
And the family said yes too. It's a better case
That's
in this
the biggest
scenario.
thing too. Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that they should be consulted on something like this for sure. Well, you
But of
have to
course,
really to cover your own ass, don't you? Because I mean,
yeah,
you'd
exactly.
be wide
Because
open
there's gonna
to
be a lot of
lawsuit.
backlash
yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
It will be a lot of
Yeah,
backlash. A lot of
there's
people will
definitely
not
going to be
watch it.
some. There's definitely going to be some squirrely shit going on in the future with this too, as it gets bigger and bigger.
Exactly.
Because the
Well,
companies are going to take advantage of families.
Mhm.
It'll be like
Yeah.
buying the farmhouse to build an industry right there, or highway or whatever, and they're going to buy the rights to the image and likeness so they could use it for
Yeah.
Mountain Dew commercials.
Yeah.
That's going to happen.
Vince has a interesting take. He says, that's a nope from me. Let him rest. I see it similar to how Stan Lee was dragged around conventions, and so when he hardly knew what was going on. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that documentary about that.
Yeah.
That was pretty sad, really. It really
Yep.
was. But I think, Vince, I can understand the perspective. And why not recast, right? Why not recast Grand Moff Tarkin? Why not do that? You're costing an actor a job, but you're giving a job to a person on the technical side. So, I mean,
Actually, more than one job.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other is what I'm thinking about. Yeah, more than one job. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, next up, Reacher got himself a little hot water this week, but did he? Did he get himself in some hot water?
I saw the full context. To
Yeah,
this,
I'm
earlier
fixing to
today.
show you guys. I'm fixing to show you. Reacher star Alan Ritchson allegedly caught on camera in fight with neighbor. Now
Fault on
this
both
is the
sides.
first. This is the first footage that was put out there, and I'm not going to put any sound with this, but it's him just walloping this guy, and no context. Okay,
Exactly.
and those are his kids on the bikes behind him. We didn't know that at the time. We didn't know any of this stuff. All we know is that Reacher was beating on a fella. Okay, that's all we know about it, and we know he needs a little better clutch control. Okay.
Yeah, he needs to learn a little. I started laughing at that point when I saw it.
But yeah, we saw him hammering down on his neighbor, right? Well, come to find out, you check out the video, you saw that, but then we got to see his body cam. Okay,
Yeah, the full
and
context.
this is brought to us by let's see, what's this fella's name? Nerd Report. I do want to acknowledge him. Nerd Report's video. I tried to find this on TikTok, but I couldn't. But anyway, let's check this out real quick. This is the body cam video. He's just riding down the street. His kids are behind him.
And he's not driving that fast either.
This
so-
guy is a dumbass right here. I'm sorry. This
He
is
just
a
walked
dumbass.
straight in there.
What is going on here? I mean,
Exactly. Like, come on, dude. How stupid can you be?
And he says it in the video. If you go find this video and watch it with sound. He's sitting there asking him if he's been drinking. What the hell is he doing? Why are you out in front of, you know? And he's been griping to him about the sound of the motorcycles being loud and all this other bullshit. And stepping into the middle of the street in front of a damn motorcycle. That makes no sense.
Because he tried to do an interview to protect himself and, you know, all that.
It makes no damn sense whatsoever. So, you know, Tennessee police, Alan Richardson acted in self-defense. No criminal charges pursued after altercation with neighbor. I mean, if you really want to get down to it, the neighbor should have just, if he was really wanted to complain about the guy, he should have called the cops. You know what I mean? And he said he had, but stepping out in front of a motorcycle, you're asking to get hurt, dude. That just makes no sense.
You're so dumb.
Yeah, and he pushes him at one point in the video. I didn't show the whole thing. He pushes him while he's on the bike. So yeah, that guy was asking for it. Knock actually told me he heard the guy had instigated it, and I didn't know what he was talking about until I saw that video. I was like, oh my God, yeah, he totally instigated it, man.
Yeah.
He fucked around and found out. So yeah,
exactly.
The cops said, nah, we're not going to worry about that. And plus, I heard some other guys, yes, stupid Darren neighbor. Yeah, I laughed at that, but he didn't really have time to put it out of gear. Talking about the picking it up, off the ground.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And like the adrenaline was like kicking off.
Yeah, I mean, he had just,
of
you know, he
course.
just whomped this guy.
he just flung off it too.
Yep. So, you know, hey, what are you gonna do, man? In a clearer video, you can see he is driving around 23 miles an hour, and the guy's sitting there saying in the, you know, in the video, there's kids playing out here and stuff. You didn't see any kids on that body cam at all.
It was just
And
excuses.
it's definitely one of these $1 million home places, and their backyards are so big the kids don't play in the street. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
Well, he found out, so that's a
he did. He fucked around and found out.
He should just be happy it wasn't Chuck Norris.
Right? Chuck would have kicked him. He wouldn't even friggin' touch him. He'd have kicked him. Let me see. I gotta pull some of this down. Some of these things we don't need to worry about. But another guy, now a celebrity that did fuck around and find out. We ended up getting footage this week, and I'm not going to show the video, but for some reason, now this incident happened like 6 months ago, but I guess because the court was done, Justin Timberlake's DUI arrest legal battle ends as internet frenzy begins. The body cam footage of the cops has been all over the place, and you know, look, guys, I have to tell you, I've been arrested for DWI before, so you know it's embarrassing, and that's what I saw in this video. I saw that Justin, he wasn't being mouthy; he was just embarrassed.
DWI,
yeah.
What does the W mean?
While intoxicated, that's what they used to call it, young man. Okay, it used to be called DWI.
I had not heard of that before.
I have been arrested twice for DWI. Of course, I was a bartender, so you know it was kind of a occupational hazard, you know, back in the 80s and 90s. But you can go check out the videos. They're easy to find. But what I saw there was that he was just really embarrassed. He couldn't believe it was happening.
Embarrassed little kid. You know?
He did. He did. Oh man. Also for those kids from around the turn of the century, the Disney kids, Hannah Montana is celebrating its 20th anniversary, and they're going to have a special on Disney. And I know my daughter was into it back in the day, so I wanted to let you guys know that's going to be coming up. They've got another one coming up too that I'll be letting you guys know about here in a second.
Chappelle, before you go on, Joe, because it looks like you're moving on from the celebrities. The Chappelle Rowan has been in the news with her bodyguard apparently making little girls cry. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, and then she made a video telling her side of it while she was in her hotel room, I guess, or something.
Really?
So yeah,
wow.
I thought that was kind of funny. Apparently it
Driving
wasn't
with
her
idiots.
security.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No. It's just nothing too big there. But apparently she was walking through and a kid got shot. And I think it was an actor's daughter too.
Really?
Another actor's daughter. So it got a little bit more blown up because of that. So
wow,
interesting.
Yeah, apparently she got a little too excited, and the guard, who apparently not one of her normal guards or whatever, made her cry. I didn't get the whole story, but yeah, and so she got a lot of backlash because of that. So she had to put out multiple videos. Apparently, her first one wasn't too sincere.
Oh my god!
So she had to put out another one. So.
Wow, I wish you'd have gotten me some stuff on that. We could have laughed at that.
Yeah,
shit.
that would be fun. Yeah.
Well, if we had a pre-production, I might have brought it up. But
yeah, but I was. Look, right. We weren't there. What he's talking about, Jason, is the link got busted, and I had to redo the show right at the last minute, man. At the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, I get you. Been there, done that. So.
Oh yeah. My boy broke the internet last week, apparently, when the Spider-Man trailer dropped. It set the record for views in a 24-hour period. 718 million views. Million views.
Yeah, a lot of people are excited for it. I've seen. So
we showed it on the show last week. I'm not going to show it again, but I'm sure you've seen it, Jason.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
I did point out to the guys all 4 of the comic book covers that were shown in that trailer.
I saw that one. I'm like,
which I thought that was badass myself, and I just love the fact that he's back to being the neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah, he's not on some cosmic.
Oh, he lost himself.
Sure, and here we go. See this stuff right here, man. What am I going to do with these guys?
Oh, there we go.
Once the show, they kick us all out, man. I don't understand what's going on with that. But I'm sure. I'm sure the video trailer. I'm not worried.
I did enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's some characters that they've got under wraps.
What is it, bud? I'm sorry.
There's some characters they've got under wraps that are in that trailer, but they've been digitally removed.
Do you think? I've heard that. You talking about the hand scene where they're jumping forward at him?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of, you can already see the videos on YouTube with all the different spots where they think someone's disappeared, and God, just leave it alone, man.
Leave it alone. We're going to the movie.
Surprised anymore. This is why I hate seeing the background.
The reason why it's coming up now is because they've actually done that. Okay. Which movie was it they did?
They did it the last Spider-Man.
The last Spider-Man.
No Way Home.
Yeah,
that's right. They showed him by himself, not the other two, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. They did.
I think they also had the one where all of them are running at each other. There was several people missing out of that shot.
Yes.
Yeah. I just wish people would they can't. People have to know things.
They can't.
They have to be the first to break the news. I'm the most on scene YouTuber ever. I know everything.
Yeah, right.
I have a source.
Well, have you ever seen the clip of Denzel Washington talking about journalism today? He said, they don't even care if it's right or not. They just put it out there. You got to be first.
It's always got to be first.
Who cares if it's true? Get it out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
But
Vince says yanked by Thanos. That's it. We got snapped out of existence there for a second. But hey, the snap didn't last that long. We're back pretty.
No,
soon.
it didn't.
Yeah, only 5 years.
But the only thing that I still am, annoyed by or stuff to see Zendaya every time. I'm not a big fan of that. Her.
I was kind of hoping that we're done with Zendaya, right? But no, he's pining away. Of course, you got to remember this movie's going to be like just a couple of months after the last one. Sequentially. So, you can understand it, but I
do understand it, but
I think I said this on my Sunday show when I was just doing the chat driven stream where I just talked to the chat. I said the ultimate for me would be because I laid out last week what I like about the trailer and what I don't. I don't like the mutation. That I don't want to see Spider-Man with 6 arms. I don't want to see that. I mean, I'm sure there's some freaks out there that want to see that. I don't, but I like the fact that he's back to ground level, fighting the Scorpion and his rogues gallery. He's taking them on.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that for a while now with Scorpion.
Yes, exactly. We all have. We're tired of him being the Robin to Tony Stark's Batman. Sick of that crap.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think it would be perfect, and I really hope they do this. But I'm wishing they need to get some redheaded bombshell to knock on his door in the final scene of this one. And when he opens the door, Herbie standing there with her handbag saying, "Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot." You know what I mean? That fucking panel from when he met MJ the first time. And I know we're not going to see it because the way they meet is because she's the niece of Aunt May's friend, right? That's how they meet, on a blind date. And so
Yeah,
I'd love to see that. That would be great. So we could get rid of Zendaya. Yeah.
Speaking of Zendaya, she's this year's Zoe, what's her face from Avatar.
Yeah.
She's an only
Oh, yeah.
Well, Zendaya, she's in 3 big movies of 2026: Spider-Man, The Odyssey, and Dune. So I mean,
Yeah,
good for her.
yeah.
She's working it. She's working that girl boss power.
Awesome when you're coming in hot, man. He comes in with Dude Norris and Zendaya.
That's a good one.
Good to see you, awesome one. Good to see you.
Good for her, man. She's getting the work in. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, good for her. Well, look, I don't hate the girl. I just, there's
Just have a fatigue.
she doesn't have to be in everything, and she's not redheaded and a supermodel. She's not, and that's
And she plays a lot of the same characters all the time.
She's basically she's Jason Statham. She's not retired. You know.
Okay, next
Not retired.
We've got an extended pop culture update today because we got a lot of news. Crimson Desert's out there, guys, and the reviews go from 51% to 80 positive in 4 days. Apparently everybody's playing this thing. I haven't. I've watched some people play a little bit, but on Steam, it's the most popular game on Steam right now. It is the top seller right now.
There's a reason why I'm not playing it.
Why is that?
It's right there. It says it's $70.
Yeah, it's $70. It's brand new.
It's $70.
I'm like you. I don't buy a brand new either. I wait.
It'll be $20.
Yeah, no, I wait.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's really popular. All of our favorite streamers, video games are showing it.
I might check it out at one time in life when it's on sale.
Right. It looks like Knock. It's one of those games, kind of like that. Well, I'm not completely like it, but from what I understand, you really can't get through this game until you start upgrading your gear. Really, from what I've seen of the play on it. A lot of people's opinions change as they get better gear and start getting into the game. So, what is that? Kingdom Come? Is that the game that John played the other day?
Kingdom Come Delivered. Yeah, it doesn't look anything like that. But
the Kingdom Come.
You have to. In that one, you have to do it in order to get progress in that skill.
Right. Let's see. Vince says, to be honest, Joe, when Punisher showed up in the 90s cartoon, I think it was when he turned into Spider-Man. Yeah. I
remember that episode.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I'm not saying it's not in the comic books. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't want to see it. Okay. I just don't. I don't like that storyline. Look, I think I've said this before. I want to see the Jackal storyline. I want to see, there's so many. The Hobgoblin. I want to see a bunch of stuff before I see the fucking Man Spider-Man.
Hobgoblin's coming.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. They keep teasing Ned, man. They teased him in the last one. I promise I will never try to kill you.
And it's so funny that in the MCU, he's based on Miles Morales' best friend at the same time that he's Ned.
Right.
Right. Vincent, I got your joke, by the way. I did not miss that reference. that Joe skipped over.
What was it? What did I miss?
You skipped over. You were going through the comments really fast, and we're talking over it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm retarded. I can't help it.
No. So it's when I did the Jason Statham retired.
Yeah,
I'm retired, and so he was going to Wolverine and Deadpool. Retarded.
Yep. Joe will never finish Baldur's Gate 3. I've finished it already, man. When you see me playing it online, I'm playing as a different character. I've already finished that, man. Zendaya Goblin. Nice. Okay, boys and girls, it is time to. Well, I am going to bring up the fact that Wonder Man got a second season, but I haven't even seen the first season of it. So
I
don't care about it,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't like super good, but it's better than anything in Phase 5 has been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard some friends of mine have given it a little bit praise, but it's not just for, it's not for me, you know. It's not for me.
Aren't going to talk about Snape? Pictures dropped of him today.
Oh, good Lord! I saw that.
That's been a thing for a year. So
yeah, but now we saw
the
Snape.
trailer dropped for the show today.
The
I
teaser
actually
trailer
got to
did
see what
it,
he looks
yes.
like.
I think I did grab.
Yeah, we know what he looked like. That picture came out a year ago.
No, it didn't.
It did. It's been seen for a while.
Let's see.
The concept has been out there for a long time.
Yeah, but the actual actor in Snape.
Yeah, because the
dressed as
trailer
Snape,
came
we haven't
out.
seen.
Everything.
Yeah,
now.
the teaser trailer. Yeah, okay, he has dreads. Yeah, that's the only fucking difference. Whoop-de-doo.
Who cares? I just.
And they also
you know.
posted a
Oh,
photo.
I did have
from,
it up here on a tab as well.
By the way, while Joe's doing everything he has to do in the background, sad news: Starfleet Academy is canceled after its second season.
Even though the second season hasn't even come out yet.
Well, they finished. They finished watching, or they finished. They finished it.
Yeah, I know it's in post production. I know.
Yeah, so I mean, they're too late to kind of do anything about it.
At least I sent the picture in case Joe on the group chat.
Yeah, Robert Picardo got his fans to brigade me because of that show.
Are you serious? Oh my God, man! Give me a break.
He called me. Let's see, what did he call me? He called me a turd in the toilet bowl and invited everyone to join him in flushing me.
God. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play this. You know how this goes. I'll cut it out later because you know HBO is going to grab me for this. But save your comments till the end. I mean, you can say stuff during it, but I mean, the important stuff save to the end. So when I cut this out,
And remember, after you show the picture of the full version of him.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, you do have that, don't you? Let me see.
Yes, I sent it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And you can see him fully.
Yeah. Well, I'll play that afterwards. Hang on. Let's watch the trailer. Let's see what's up with it. Go ahead and put that up there. And here you go. Brand new.
Yeah,
You know what I
I'm going to
mean?
stick with the books and the movies. Thank you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, there's two things. There's two things. One, I'm hoping that I can't wait. The first thing is I can't wait to see the castle. That's going to be one of the coolest things. That's one of my favorite parts of Hogwarts Legacy is being able to walk the castle. And you can literally, and my favorite things on TikTok was when they were reading excerpts from the book. They were reading excerpts from the book while they were walking around the castle in the game. And they were describing how they were walking perfectly. It was perfect.
Wow.
The other thing is I'm hoping that they don't, that maybe Hagrid's house stays in one spot in each movie instead of all over the fucking place. They kept changing the castle in the damn movies. Every other movie, the castle was different. How Hagrid, his was on the grounds, and then it was like down the hill, and then it was all over the fucking place. They kept changing the aesthetics of the castle for whatever. So I'm hoping that they're more consistent in the TV show.
Yeah. This is the look
Snape.
for Snape. Yeah.
We needed dreads.
This is the pale, pasty-faced wizard. Yeah. Doesn't quite work. Doesn't quite work.
I don't like it.
There's a quote from Ren and Stimpy that sums up how I feel about this.
Oh shit.
The whole thing. No, sir. I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, from what I saw out of it, guys, I got to tell you, the production looks really good, and other than this casting, it looks like it's going to be an all right show. But we don't know what the subject matter is going to be. We don't know how they're going to bend it. We've got 10 episodes per season, is what they've said, to cover each one of the books. So we'll definitely get. Something I know Knock's going to love. We're going to get more lore from the books, I'm sure. Stuff that
they say. I don't believe it with everything.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think.
Yeah,
I think
they definitely had to change some things for the movies, and they had to. I mean, they had to squish so much in. that they cut out, or they had different characters doing certain bits that they did in the books.
Right.
That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
no, exactly. But I think the big thing here, with Snape also is because of his backstory, and that can be taken as, a racism
That's the
story,
thing that's
and a
worrying me.
lot
I
of things
hope
like
they don't. I hope
yes,
they navigate that. That's my biggest worry. And we talked about this before, Jason.
Yeah.
Like a year ago,
yeah,
when this first got announced or whatever it was. That how are they going to navigate that scene of Harry Potter's dad bullying him,
yeah,
essentially? And
Mhm.
what they didn't really show was that they did it back and forth, and maybe they'll show that a little bit
yeah,
more in this show. And I think that'll get it away from more of the racist tone.
Oh my God. Oh, good Lord.
Man.
What in the hell?
But yeah, so no. So I'm hoping I'm hoping, because we didn't get that in the books or the movies. What Snape ever did to James. So I'm hoping what they'll do
yeah,
in the TV
exactly,
show
yeah.
is they'll show, because Snape had some evil friends in school.
Oh yeah,
So I'm hoping that what they'll do in to kind of navigate the racial tones, which I'm hoping they do. I hope they don't go that route. I'm really hoping they don't. That's
yeah.
not Harry
No,
Potter's
I
dad was
totally
not a
agree with
racist.
you.
Okay, so they need to make that very clear that he didn't hate Snape because of his color of his
Skin
skin.
color.
He hated him because he was basically friends with Death Eaters, or sons and daughters of Death Eaters.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I really hope they
exactly.
make it clear that is why they had a Draco Malfoy, Harry Potter, combating, because it's
Yeah.
the same thing. So it's the exact same situation, basically. So they got to be very careful. I hope they go that route,
Yes.
something like that, rather than making the
No, I
audience
totally
white.
agree with you, Knock. I totally agree with that, and I hope for the best with certain aspects of the story. I know I'm probably gonna look at it, take a look when it comes out, just to see what they're doing, and then give a better judgment of how they have produced it, But still, I'm not a fan of it. That's the
Yeah, no, how could anybody be a fan of that casting? I mean, if you're a fan of the story, this guy is not supposed to be like that. You know what I mean? It's not.
yeah,
That's not the appearance of the character. He's
and of course the
definitely
actor
described in the book. Oh my God, Snape in the Hood. Stop it.
Snape
That's
in
the
the
one.
Hood.
Good
Yeah,
Lord. But yeah, man, it's well cast. I like the kids. The kids look like they're straight out of the book, right? I mean, they look pretty good. But we'll see what happens. I've never been a big fan of the product, but I know a lot of people.
This
love
is
these
very
books.
much millennial and below coded. So
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
yeah.
But hey, I'll say this much: some of the best television has come out of HBO, so you've got that going for you. I mean, you can't deny that fucking Game of Thrones is great television. The Sopranos was on that channel.
Oh, Sopranos was
True
good,
Blood.
I still
They
haven't seen The
even
Sopranos.
look, as much as people bitched about Last of Us and Pedro Pascal being everywhere, he was great as Joel. That first season of Last of Us,
I
it was a
disagree.
great one. I thought it was great myself, but
Yeah, see, everybody's been posting about what great shows HBO does, and they've
Mhm.
all been leaving off one.
What's that?
And I think they're a bunch of cocksuckers for doing it.
I am not a cocksucker. I probably just forgot
As
it.
soon as you said
Deadwood.
cocksucker. For me, it's
Deadwood.
Rome. For me, it's Rome. Rome is always
Deadwood.
going to be my top. Rome is going to be always my top HBO movie. Or show.
I said that because that was Al Swearingen's favorite word.
Yeah,
Everybody-
cocksucker, cocksucker. Yeah, okay. That
So,
was good.
okay.
With the
All right, I got
boombox.
you. I was about to say, I am not a cocksucker. Wait a
Or
minute.
No,
smoking
no.
his weed wand.
Smoking his weed wand. That's it, man. Look out. But anyway, okay. It is time to check out what's going on with the girlfriend of the show, boys and girls. You know who I'm talking about. What? That is a great looking kid right there. Who is that? She just steps in out of the darkness
It's my
to hang
granddaughter.
out with
Autumn.
the grandfather. What's up? It's good to see you, young lady. She's hanging out with
Say
grandpa.
hello.
Her hair disappeared. Stop making that girl's head disappear. Okay. All right. It's time to check out the girlfriend of the show, boys and girls. You know who I'm talking about.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney?
To see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
All right. Buckle your seatbelt, boys and girls, because the last time we heard about this, it was a rumor, but apparently somewhere it came true. Live action Gundam officially cast Spider-Man villain alongside Sydney Sweeney. She's going to be in the Gundam movie, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Control yourself.
I've talked about that for a while now.
Awesome one. Control yourself. My God, what are we going to do with this guy? Hand check, people. Hand check. Jason, when did you see confirmation she was in the movie? Because I hadn't seen anything yet.
Oh, it's been a while.
It had been a
now.
rumor for a while, but
yeah, no, we talked about it for a while ago. Me and and other people on my show, and she was confirmed cast to the movies and everything like that. So
yeah, the guy that's going to be in it is the guy that's playing Scorpion.
oh, really?
His let me find his name. It's in here. Hang on. Michael Mando, the guy that's playing Scorpion in the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Movie. He's going to be in the Gundam movie with her. So there you go. We got a little bit more. I had to find something other than CERN, man, or Siren. I keep wanting to call it CERN, but it's Siren. That's what she's doing all the time now. She's selling lingerie now. Her latest photo shoot is up on her Instagram, and I'm just going to show this one because I'm sure she's got 50 million things on the Siren page. But yeah, she's hanging out with popcorn in a movie theater, selling her lingerie, boys and girls. There you go. There she is in all her greatness. Yes. Sydney Sweeney hanging out. That's the one I used for the thumbnail right there. So there you go. There's your Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, 3 months ago is when we talked.
3
more
months
about
ago
it.
they confirmed
Yeah.
it. Okay, because it had been a rumor for almost a year, and I never saw any confirmation, so I didn't really. I think I brought it up when they first made it a rumor, but I told everybody, you don't know that for sure. So, but anyway, there you go. Okay, next up we've got the latest episode of Monarch to go over. Have you been watching this show, Jason?
No, I have not watched
Okay.
it. I didn't really care about season 1 either. So
Really? Did you watch any of
it? I am more of the Japanese kaiju movies. The original stuff from Japan is what I like.
Yeah.
I'm not into the American version of things.
Well, you call them the American version, but these have been signed off on by Toho.
Yeah. Yep.
This isn't like that one that we won't mention.
Oh, the best of them all from 1999?
98.
98. No.
Yeah, no. I watched the season 1 and stuff, but it did not hit me at all. It just was not my cup of tea. I like to see it when it's set properly in Japan and Japanese actors. It's it's more of my vibe, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, everybody has their taste.
And you're welcome to it. I tell you, I'm not into the movies they're making right now. I saw Godzilla versus Kong, and I really. I saw like 3 different movies being smashed into one there. You know what I mean? The Core and a couple others. You know what I mean? But I got to tell you, this I'm enjoying. And I did this just for John because I know he's a huge Godzilla fan. And I decided to go ahead and try the first season of it. And wow, that's very good, man. It was well written. I enjoyed the hell out of it. And what's really cool is let's see, will this be like legendary Godzilla in quality? Well, I gotta tell you, it's more about the human beings. You don't see the kaijus very much at all. I don't know how to explain this, but one of the coolest things about the show is that Kurt Russell and his son Wyatt Russell play the same part in different parts.
Yeah,
of
that is one
history.
thing I think is
It is
cool.
very fucking cool. It really is. I love it, man. And by the way, the rest of the actors, other than May, who's African American, they're all Japanese, man. Everybody that's in it's Japanese. Isn't
well, except for Bill Rando.
Bill Rando's not Japanese? Okay.
Bill Rando's not. No.
Okay. All right.
Would you say that season 2 is better?
Yeah.
What's that?
Is season 2 better? Do you guys
Oh,
think that?
well, the first couple of shows were good. The last show before this week got a little bit into some, it was more like a soap opera. All of us really think that it was a low for the series, last week's episode. But all of a sudden, we're dealing with Mission Impossible, man. It was pretty cool. They bounced back this week. I'm going to turn on the spoilers thing, and we're going to talk about it. Hang on one second. Let's see. I got to change this from Project Hail Mary to Monarch. But we're going to talk Monarch, guys. So if you haven't watched it, you had since Friday to watch it. So we're going to go ahead and talk spoilers on Monarch. So
I don't mind spoilers. So, if it is interesting, maybe I will I will try to watch season 2.
Yeah. What you should watch season 1 all the way through, man.
I have seen season 1. Season 1 I've seen.
season 2 is pretty good, man. It's been pretty good so far. Let's go ahead and turn on the spoiler. Let's see, wrong one. That one. There we go. Okay. As soon as that drops, we're done talking Monarch. Okay. Yeah, we bounced back this week. No more who's fucking who and blah 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 blah. Who cares about that shit?
Yeah.
I mean, it was, dude. It was I mean, it was
a little bit in this episode, but not bad.
I think it's something they had to do, but they could have spread it out. They didn't have to shove it all in one episode, I don't think. The way the relationships are coming out. Basically, the message of this thing is the son didn't fall very far from the tree. The mother's the same way. You know what I mean?
And so is the granddaughter.
And so is the granddaughter, right?
They're all adulterers. That's it.
Yeah.
They're all fucking
They're all polyamorous, if you want to use today.
Except for Kintaro.
Yeah, except for Kintaro. The son's my only hope. He just he just leaves without saying anything. So that's his thing.
But he's been kind of a background character. We need an episode where he's the hero.
More of him, man.
We really do. We really do. He's cool, man.
But now Kate's back, so that's not gonna happen.
When we had the incident on the ship, he was the guy that came through with the answer, right? He's the one that came through with things. So, but anyway, this
episode too.
We went. He did. Yeah, he did. Totally friggin' went Mission Impossible. I mean, right down to, the very first Mission Impossible movie, they set off an alarm and the fire team comes in, right? They come in as the hazmat team because it was radiation this time. Right?
I am hating. I don't mind May in general.
Yeah.
I fucking hate how convenient her character is.
Yeah.
As someone who
she
had
controls a lot of friggin' plot points.
As someone
holes,
who's had a mind in security, and I've done certificates for security,
right?
It seems like she just can get through any security no problem by just saying, "Oh, I'm here," stuff, and that's it. Like, there's no real the security sucks in this place. Apparently, I just don't get it. I don't understand their security posture at this place where she gets through every single time. She gets through the easiest. I don't know. There's nothing too difficult for her. She has nothing can stop her.
Well, I tell you what I didn't like about her in this episode. And this is jumping forward quite a bit, but we'll get around to what happens in sequence and everything. But they're going to go get this gamma replicator, right? They're going to get it back because Apex stole it. And did you notice how quick Apex bailed off of that ship? Because they were just trying to throw off Monarch on where this thing was so they could do what they wanted. We got a little bit of Jurassic Park, in there. I think my problem with May is she's their inside guy, but it looks like she's leaning towards what Apex is doing because of what they showed us in the episode, how they were actually controlling these things and making them less aggressive. This reeks of Jurassic Park when they tried to weaponize the dinosaurs in that movie. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying, guys?
This also has the stupidest surfers in the world.
Stupidest surfers in the world, absolutely.
I feel like that's a real thing, though. There's always going to be someone wanted to go to Forbidden Waters.
That's true. They're like that.
At least
man.
one or two, and this was one or two. So
yeah, Godzilla doesn't surf. What kind of line's that?
The guy lives in the water.
I mean, he doesn't surf. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, John. That was a perfectly accurate statement. He does, in fact, not surf. He does swim.
But they go Mission Impossible. They get in there. They empty the building. Everything's going fine until Homegirl's mentor shows up and messes everything up for them. Right? They can't get the two Dr. Randas into the building. They can't get them in there, right? Because she's distracted by her mentor there.
Into the room. I think they were in the basement, but they couldn't.
They got there, but they couldn't get in the room.
Into the final room with the gamma radiation.
Right. So they needed a distraction. So what do? Of course, the son. Tell me his name again, John. I always forget his name. Kentaro. That's it. He decides, let's let the less aggressive, because what they had done, if you don't know, they had captured a bunch of things from that island, from Skull Island, and they were studying them, and they're trying to learn how to control them. And there's some really badass looking ones that look like they'd eat your ass. They decided not to let them out, let the less aggressive ones out, just to scare the shit out of people and get them away from them.
Territorial, but not predatorial.
Right. Predators. That's it. The non-predators. Yeah. And they looked a lot like dinosaurs with big, scaly feathers and shit. Pretty wild looking. But anyway,
I would have let the Skull Crushers out.
The Skull Crushers?
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right.
That kind of defeated the whole purpose.
That defeated the whole purpose, really. They didn't want to kill anybody.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would.
I know you would.
You want to
kill every. I've watched you play Baldur's Gate with these fools. I know you kill anybody.
Even I don't want to do that.
But anyway, yeah, man, it works. They May is able to get them through, and they get in there and find out the damn thing's been dismantled. They don't have the time to put it back together, and they have to bail. So you guys help me out. How did the episode end on this one? I know we got Kate back. She decided, she told her mother she was going back. Oh yeah. I love the scene where the mother showed her that she did something right on G-Day. I thought that was pretty cool. Did you guys like that?
Around that time, so Kate had woken up on the beach because she had been partying out the night before in the last episode, and she woke up on the beach where she could see the bridge where she was attacked or collateral damage, and she starts walking back, and one of the persons. The city's evacuating because they've already gotten word that there's a Titan on the way. So the city's evacuating. So naturally, there's gazillion cars in the street, and so she's just walking on the highway, and someone comes out. And it's like
it's the mother of a teenager that she saved that day.
Yeah,
is who it is.
Yeah, and she started like crying because she's like, "I'm sorry," because she said, "I'm one of the mothers,"
right?
And it's like, "No, you saved this one," and so that she switched just like that, and her perspective, switched instantaneously when the
I actually did something right that day. I hadn't thought about that, Yeah, she got some of the kids off the bus. She just couldn't get them. All she thought about was the ones that she lost, right? And now she's actually run into one that's grown up to be a teenager, and she actually did something right that day. So, yeah, I thought that was a cool scene.
And then, before we do before the exact ending, right after that, they find that Monarch finds out that they've been chasing a whale.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, at first,
Apex has been throwing them off. Yeah.
At first, it felt like, what's his name? Hintori, the son, Kiko's son,
Hiroshi.
Hiroshi is getting a little pissed off because they were too late. They got to the Gambit thing. It's all dismantled. He's like, I should have never I always forget the character's name, to Kurt Russell's character. I should have never trusted you.
Lee Shaw.
Yeah.
He thinks he's killed his daughter because
And then as soon as that happens, they get a tweet. They get a text from
May,
the Monarch
the
guy.
convenient
No. It was from Monarch. It was from Monarch telling them that they were chasing a whale.
Yeah.
And so they didn't get until May, until I think what John was going to bring up.
Right.
So basically, at the end of it, Cora / May, whatever you want to, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah.
She texts him, says, it's been fun, but I think I'm going to do it the Apex way from now on. Have fun.
And that right there, I was kind of troubled by that because look, it's obvious. Well, it's obvious to us, the audience. I know you guys thought exactly what I did. Oh, they're controlling them so they can weaponize them. That's what they're doing. And I think that, she's selling it to May like, oh, we're going to be able to coexist with them.
Exactly.
She's putting the nice spin on it.
Less aggressive, so we can be friends.
That's bullshit. This company is the other guy that was on the boat was telling him it's all about making money. It's all about, how can we make money off of this? Blah, 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 blah.
What's the bottom line?
What's the bottom line,
gone.
right?
Kate shows back up. There's a reunion. Everybody's happy, except Hiroshi, because Hiroshi got the letter that Keiko left for Lee and was reading it.
Yes.
They had all of the stepdad's stuff there in that gamma ray room, and they found a map on there where it showed the migration, and they showed a really cool montage of him going to all the locations following the migration of the Titans, which was really cool. And then they took a bunch of the stuff that was out of there, including the letter.
Yeah, and
Hiroshi
read
reading
it,
in
and
the final scene.
I knows his mom was banging Lee, and
Can he really be mad though?
That's what I thought, because the last shot is him kind of stunned looking, kind of expressionless, and I'm thinking, you better not be mad at her. You had 2 wives, motherfucker. You had 2 different families.
Well, I mean, he did
at
resent her
all.
for leaving, and then he resented the dad for leaving.
Yes.
Stepdad for leaving. So, and now he knows why.
Why?
So he's definitely going to be mad for maybe an episode, but I'm sure he'll come around to.
He better come around.
By the way,
he's a philanderer just like she is, man. Come on.
They need to do like the Spider-Man meme between the 3 of them.
Right, they're all
3 generations, all pointing at each other. Cheater.
Not May, but
they're all.
And all 3 of them, yeah.
Kate, Kiko, and Hiroshi. They're all
right. They need to do
with
that.
Kentaro just standing there shaking his head.
Shaking his head. I really want to see an episode where, I know he gave him the idea to release the guys, but I really want to see one where he, comes up with all the answers. He comes up with everything. Of course, he's an artist though, so it's not out of the realm for him to think outside the box. You know what I mean? That's what artists do. And
by the way, May in the bar. Hey now.
Yeah.
That piece she was wearing in the bar where they tried to hijack.
They definitely frumped that chick down. She's cute. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yep, for sure. Okay. But I got to tell you, I almost got the clip of the dynamite going, for the Mission Impossible thing, because that's all I saw when they were breaking into that place, man. I was like, this is straight out of the first Mission Impossible movie. This is too cool.
Nah, that whole sequence just made me get bothered because of just how silly they make security look.
I understand.
Proper security would have never let them into that building.
No.
Especially in that kind of.
Well, May wouldn't have got where she was at. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like she should have never been allowed in that building ever again. Like I don't give a shit what that head lady says. Head of security would have fucking quit their job before they let her back in the building.
The heads would have
red
rolled.
flags.
Yeah.
When you deal in security at all, there's some things that you just can't abide by.
No.
And May, after she deleted the code that freaking made them start back to 0, she should have never been let back into that building, no matter what that higher up lady Holland said.
Are we going to get a flashback episode where we find out why those 2 are like this? Why the Apex lady wants her there so much? I mean, we know she's really great at writing code, apparently, but
that's the other part that bothers me, is that she keeps giving her chance. Like, I get her code is wonderful, but my goodness.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay.
No,
Any
she
other
can
thoughts
either
on this
she
one?
can help us progress this, or she could fuck up our company. Which was
Look,
more likely?
man, it's obvious that they're going to weaponize these animals. Give me a break.
Yeah, she's already seen it too. And that's the crazy part. She's already seen it. So I don't know. I don't think her joining is sincere. I think she's just trying to stay inside.
Yeah.
I don't think she believes that they are just doing this to.
Maybe she thinks she can manipulate things with her code because, you know,
Yeah.
Maybe she can keep them from weaponizing. Maybe that's what she's thinking. I hope that's what it is.
Some kind of fail safe on it.
Right. Exactly. Have a back door to be able to shut them down.
Okay,
Right.
I got a question. When has any character in this show been loyal to anything?
May has been about the most loyal person. Well, she has.
Lee to Kiko had been pretty loyal.
Yeah, that's
it's just
true.
Kiko to everyone else hasn't been loyal.
Right. I'd say Lee stays pretty loyal.
Although he wasn't loyal to his friend, you know. But I mean, I feel like his love for Kiko trumped his friendship to the doctor guy.
I don't think we're going to see the mechas. I not in this show. I don't think we're going to see him. We might see him in the movies, but I don't think we're going to see him on this show. Okay. Anything else about this episode, guys? Because we got one more thing to talk about, and we're not going to do any spoilers. The two of us that have watched this, and Jason, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I'm turning off Monarch. I'm turning off the Monarch spoilers. But we got one more TV show that dropped last night, and it's Daredevil: Born Again. Now we're not going to talk spoilers on this, okay? We're just going to give our thoughts on what's going on here in this one. Already it's more action packed than the entire first season. I did not like the first season of this, guys. I got to tell you, it was okay.
Again.
They could have told the story in 4 episodes with the stuff they did last season. I mean,
and some stupid choices they did.
Yeah. It was kind of, but the cliffhanger, that was one way of going, hey, cool. But I mean, we've already seen that Spider-Man, the Punisher's in Spider-Man, so we can't really buy he's going to be out of the picture too long, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
This episode here, though, it has some decent action in it. And I hope it's not leaning in the direction that I think it's leaning in. It sure seemed like, they're doing a Trump allegory with the Kingpin is what it looks like.
Yeah, but that's what they teased since that other TV show with the deaf girl. So
right. It's just I never saw the one with the deaf girl, so I never saw that one, man. There's a few things in the MCU I have not seen. I haven't seen Wonder Man.
I don't even remember the name of her show. Echo. Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
Echo, that's it. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna watch it because I do enjoy the character. I think the best thing about this show is Charlie Cox as the Daredevil. That he is still the best thing about it. After we get off of the show tonight, we'll knock. You've seen it, right? And I know John hasn't watched it because he hadn't even watched the first season of it. But Jason, have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I watched the first.
All right, we'll talk about it off air. But there was some stuff in this one I did not like. But hey, we'll see what happens with it down the road. But just letting you know that I didn't know this was dropping until yesterday. I mean,
me neither. I got shocked when I saw it.
It's like they didn't have any ramp up to it or anything. Good to see you, Martin. He says, hello, Jew. Where is he? He says, greetings, my excellent friends. He came in late today. What's going on, Big Daddy? Good to see you. And he says, hello, Jew, because he wants me to truck like Droopy Dog. But I'm not going to do it. But anyway, okay. And everybody's saying hi to everybody. So let's see. Echo. What's Vince saying? Echo was better than that stupid deaf robot from Eternals. Oh, well, okay. I mean, yeah, that deaf robot didn't make any sense. I'm with you on that one. Why?
But also this new season of
Yeah.
Invincible is out.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a show I have to catch up on. I haven't watched the last like 2 or 3 seasons.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a really good show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
four episodes is out already. I didn't even know before now. I'm like,
Really?
oh,
Okay.
shit.
Well, then I'm not in a
Yeah.
hurry, so I'll just wait till it's done.
There you go. Yeah. Knock will tend if it's something he's not really high on, he will binge it. He'll wait until it's done and then binge it. Me, I try and keep up with every episode.
It depends on how much social clout it gets. So
Yeah.
like Game of Thrones, you can never do anything Star Wars. You can't ever wait on. It depends on the hype of the show, because it'll be everyone on social media spoiling every fucking second.
Right.
So Fallout is another one that I saw. Mainly
Yeah,
because
Fallout. You had to watch that at the beginning of it. Yeah, you had to watch that every week.
my algorithm would show me Fallout stuff. So depending on the algorithm of my social media, I had to watch certain things because I knew I would see spoilers on it. So,
right.
Yeah.
All right, boys and girls, that is it for today's show. I hope you had a good time. Jason, it's always good to see you. Anything you want to push before we get out of here, man?
Well, for me is that I'm not coming back to streaming on my channel yet. Right now we are dealing with trying to move out from this apartment and a lot of stuff like that. So I'm still on a break from our main channel, and but I do show up on as a guest for friends sometimes when I have time, like today.
Yes,
and
I appreciate it, man. I really do. Yeah,
thanks. And no, at least what I can commercial is that I have a couple singles out with the band.
You have a link that I can throw up in here, or
yeah, just give me
throw it in the private chat. But go ahead and talk about it. You can walk and chew gum at the same time. I know you can.
Yeah. I can just send a link to one of our the newest single.
There
So no, working on a lot of music is what we're doing right now. Working on an album. Where my wife also is gonna be the clean vocalist on the album and stuff like that. So it is metal music. It's a bit metal, screaming and clean vocals. I'm Norwegian, of course.
It's gonna be metal.
It's metal, and look, I've listened to it. It's good stuff. It kind of sounds like thrash metal with the vocals. He's got a guttural sound to his voice whenever he's singing.
Yeah, I do.
But it's great stuff. I like it's a little bit orchestral thrash metal. It's very cool. I like.
Yeah,
I
no.
like it a lot.
Everybody asks me
Nice.
what genre we are making, and I said it's whatever core, and that
There you
means
go.
I make
Whatever
whatever
core.
I want. Yes,
That's it.
it's just whatever
man.
core.
Don't put me in a box.
Right.
So no,
Don't ever do it.
Right now we are working on a new song for the album, so I'm really excited for. And working on still working on books and stuff like that. Yeah, just been working on stuff, trying to just work. And of course I still I work as a film editor, so if anyone needs a editor, I'm always up for hire. So you can always find me on X and Facebook, Jason Fox.
There you go, man. There you go. Here's the link to his newest video. If you go to his channel on YouTube, which is right there, 540 Studio, you go to that. It's going to have links for his social media and all that stuff. So you guys definitely support Jason. He's a great friend of the channel, and I'm really glad you showed up tonight, man. It was really good to see you.
Thank you.
Let's see. John, I'm pretty much sharing everything you want to share, right? Yeah. So, okay. All right, boys and girls, let's take a look. Vince has put everybody's links in here. Let's see. Anything else I need to hit here? Nope. Okay. So I'm caught up in the chat. So, boys and girls, I want to thank you guys for being here and let you know what's going on with my channel before we go. Of course, you are watching State of the Atmosphere. We do it every week at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget, next week, we'll be going over all of the April movies. I believe, is Mario Galaxy May, or is that April?
April 1st.
I thought that was April 1st. So that's going to be the night of the next show. So we'll be talking about that one and everything else that's opening up that first weekend and the rest of the month. It's starting to feel like the summer blockbuster season, but it's still not quite there yet. But anyway, we'll talk about it next week, 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Be here for sure. I want you to hit the notification bell so you can check out the Living Room Late Night shows. I'll be doing one later on tonight. I don't know what I'll be playing. I play different games every time, but you'll only know about it if you click the notification bell on my channel. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure that you hit that notification bell so you'll know when I'm playing Living Room Late Night. It's just me and the chat and my PS5. So look forward to that. Also, this Friday will be the next time you'll see me, and that will be on Sketching the Privateer. Guys, I just figured out that my AI guy I made of the Privateer had his eye patch on the wrong eye. And so I had to flip the graphic around. But anyway, you'll be able to check out the comic book in all its progress this week, Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. You guys come check it out. And then, of course, Knock and John will be joining Martin on Gaming Night with John to play some Baldur's Gate 3 this Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Look forward to that on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then Sunday, it's going to be another edition of Chillin' at the Club, number 25. Me and Highlander, we're looking for a new schedule for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. He and I are both very busy, so I'm just going to do a Chillin' at the Club this week. Look for it, 6 p.m. Central Time on Sunday night. That's when I just get together with the chat and talk about whatever you want to, man. It's free for all night, and it's only me. Just me and the chat. So you guys look forward to that this Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then Monday morning, it's time for Military Monday. And we'll be doing another great military movie. Martin, if you're in the chat, go ahead and tell them what we're doing this week. I don't know what it's going to be. But Anima, Gary, and Pope and myself will be there to talk about it with Martin. And it'll be another great military movie Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. We did Hacksaw Ridge this last week. It's Matthew Vaughn week, so he was a drill sergeant in that one. So.
I think next week is you're doing In the Army Now because it's
In the Army Now. Oh my God!
No,
I mentioned that last week or whatever it was.
God. What's that comedian's name? Because I just watched
Pauly Shore.
Yeah, Pauly Shore. I dig the guy. I think he's funny as
I
fuck.
love that guy.
But anyway, that's great. Okay, we're gonna have a funny one this Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop.
I was making a joke.
Oh, you're making a joke?
Yeah, I was making a joke about it.
Oh, why you want to tease me like that, man?
Oh
Damn
man.
it. Oh, now I'm so late down. Anyway, we're going to talk a military movie this Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then it's over to That 70s Rock Fans channel where we're going to be doing a movie called The Sea Wolves, starring one of the veterans of Bond movies, Roger Moore, and an all-star cast. So you guys come check it out as we talk about The Sea Wolves at 3:30 p.m. Central Time on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And then, of course, Monday night, it's time for our monthly get-together for DC Universe Online on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. Knock, are we going to see you for this one? What do you think? You going to be able to play with us this Monday night at 6 p.m.? Or, excuse me, 6:30?
To be determined.
To be determined. Okay. Hopefully you won't be able to join us because that means you're busy, and I would like that a lot. But if you want to join Lunatic and myself, we do it last Monday of the month, every month, and this is it. So you guys come check out DC Universe Online on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark on Monday. And that brings us right back around to Wednesday. And I always start Wednesday with Wednesday Afternoon Matinee. So come check that out. We talk about a great movie over on Pop Culture Minefields channel. We did Brawl in Cell Block 99 this week, and it was a great one. I don't know what we're doing next week on Wednesday Afternoon Matinee, but it'll be another great movie on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And by the way, this Friday, they're doing Dragged Across Concrete, another Matthew Vaughn classic, badass movie. So you guys come check it out over on Pop Culture Minefield channel. It'll be on at 3 p.m. I won't be there because I'll be at work. So, but for myself and Knock and John and our special guest, Jason Fox from across the pond in the Netherlands, I want to thank you guys for being here.
Norway.
Norway. I always screw that up. Why do I always say the Netherlands? He's in Norway, boys and girls.
Of course,
anyway,
he's in Norway. He's Norwegian and he does metal.
And he does metal.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's the prototype. That's why he gets all the chicks. All right. Well, listen, guys, take it easy. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. This Monday on Military Monday, Proof of Life was the Proof of Life. Here we go. And Vince says, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time. Stay nerdy, everybody. And don't forget, boys and girls, whether you like them small, medium, or large, Titty Tuesday continues into Wednesday every week on Joe's Atmosfere channel. We'll see you next time, guys. Peace.